Now, what can we say about these kids?
We don't know, but they're gayish. Unless you meet them and they're super gay.
we love to see young talent. And if one of us had a uterus, one of these kids could be, they could be our kids.
Okay, we're done.
We're wrapping it up. Good night.
Say that it gets better. O.P.S. I'm gay-ish.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish.
The podcast.
We're not used to that.
It's usually just me clapping for myself.
Yeah.
The podcast that might as well be 23andMe with all the DNA it's received this year.
Or just this weekend.
I am monogamy-ish, kind of, so no.
All right, I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
And we're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality. And for those of you who haven't heard the show before, we usually would announce the topic right now, but for our live shows, we keep that a surprise until later on. So
a little bit of suspense.
Edge of your seats, everybody. I don't see you on the edge of your seats.
Oh,
Yeah.
they really did it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have command of everyone.
I'm such a dom top now. So we are a show about gay stereotypes, and every episode since the very beginning, I think this is episode 82, we do our gayest and straightest. And so we talk about the quote-unquote gayest thing about us that week and the quote-unquote straightest thing about us that week. And we're going to ask you guys to volunteer to do the same toward the end of the show. So think about it. And it doesn't have to be just the last week. We give people a pass when they're guests. You can... of recent memory, the gayest and straightest thing about you in recent memory.
And if you are listening at home or have a phone on you, so if you're any person, then you can tweet your gayest and straightest at Gayish Podcast, and we'll read some of the best ones at the end.
Yeah, so don't screw it up.
Don't buck it up.
Okay.
Do we have more things that we need to say about intro?
We're at Pride 48, which we've been talking about the last few episodes.
Yeah.
And
we were very well planned. We've been on time to everything.
yes, exactly. New Orleans and Pride 48 is a weird combination.
Yeah?
I
Why is
think
that?
It creates just a juice that I love to drink and makes me make bad decisions.
There's not a juice you've turned down on this trip.
If anybody noticed that I disappeared at breakfast just because I had to go throw up, I had a long night.
Don't say, he went out and drank. He got what he deserved.
I've already turned them against you.
It starts early, just like being gay.
Yeah.
How do you, other than doing lots of gay shit,
Yeah.
how do you feel about New Orleans?
It's great. I think, like, if Florida is America's dick, New Orleans is the taint.
Yeah, it's the angry, clammy taint no one has washed recently.
But you're kind of okay with that, too?
Yeah, that makes... I think Houston's the asshole then.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm from Houston.
I thought that went without saying.
No, we just all assumed. That's fine. This is the first time I've ever been to New Orleans, so it's really great. I love, just... people shooting up in the alleyway and strippers that'll show you their dicks. It's been a joy.
Everything you could want out of a town and more.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't been here before because, one of New Orleans' nicknames is the Big Easy, and that was your nickname in college.
It was the... No, I don't have a better one than that. It was the Big Apple. No. The Holiday Inn has graciously hosted us. They are the closest to a hotel that Pride 48 could afford. I feel really safe here because the elevators have the key, the entry key that you have to use to get in, and I'm staying here and it doesn't work for me. Yeah. So even the people that means you're not going to get up either way. So our door almost closes most of the time, so that's pretty sweet.
Yep. And I didn't tell you this, actually. When I got home the night before last, it was you were already asleep. And Mike
Passed out. That's you said a nicer way of saying passed out.
I was trying to be
Thanks.
gracious. I tried to use the card and it didn't work. So I had to go downstairs to the lobby, and the room is in your name. So she's giving me like 20 questions about Kyle Getz to see if she's going to actually give me a new room key or not. My wallet was in the room, like no documentation whatsoever. I was just like, yeah, I think he's in Seattle. He lives on Broadway. Like, and apparently that was enough for her. She's like, yeah, here you go, have a key, enjoy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wow, if you like have Google Maps, you can get into any of my rooms. Ass in the air. Do you want to move on to some news items?
No.
No? Oh.
I don't.
All right.
Going to do a couple of things first. So this should tell you a little bit about Kyle and I's relationship if you don't know us. This is a card that I found on my pillow when I woke up from my latest nap today. It says, this card has no purpose. And on the inside, it said, I sent it anyway, but that's crossed out, and it says in Kyle's handwriting, and neither does your life. Fuck off, love, Kyle. So...
You're turning them hard against me quick.
you got to get them in early.
Damn. All right.
The other thing...
But to be fair, to my credit, you're horrible.
Yeah, what's true. Yeah, you just have to stick around long enough to find out. I found these flavored condoms.
Oh.
Yeah, and I thought...
Wait, you bought condoms?
Yeah.
For what?
Safer sex, Kyle.
Yeah.
Safer sex. I thought maybe we could taste test some of these.
Oh, banana flavor. That's too obvious, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's just...
Yeah, yellow's banana. There's grape. There's mint.
Ooh.
There's chocolate.
It's like if you forget to brush your teeth,
Yeah.
you just lick the mint and put it on his dick, and
Just
you're
chew
fresh.
a condom. Yeah,
Chew-
actually, I think I need freshening up right now. Let's see.
Yeah,
what
do
this
you want the
is.
mint? Oh, we're...
Oh, that's minty.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good first step.
Yeah. Oh, good job. That was impressive. That was impressive.
I'm good with my mouth, everybody.
Yeah, Kyle just blew one of the condoms up, and then it kind of flew. My mouth is lubricated now.
It's like the mint hits you later. You
Yeah.
know, it's not like an obvious mint. It's just a subtle. It's a hint of mint.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the banana because artificial banana is fucking terrible. It's the worst flavor that exists, and if
Are you
anybody wants to
allergic-
fight me on that, I will slap them.
I will slap you.
Great. Okay.
But the banana runts are good. I can't. My hands are all sticky. I can't open anything else. This is why PSA: don't wear condoms. They're boring and lame.
And they don't taste as good as you think they do.
Truvada covers every disease. It's fine. You learn a thing or two from Gayish. Oh, you're trying to... is the flavor maybe if you roll it out?
Maybe. I don't know.
Man,
I think I was going to try to do the thing that we did as kids in Thanksgiving where you put an olive on each finger. And blue is vanilla ice cream, which I didn't even know that was an option.
oh, I want that one.
Yeah, here you go.
I haven't used a condom since I was 7.
Okay. Yeah, that checks out, actually. I was trying to do the math, and yeah.
I can't get into it.
Okay, well,
I'm just gonna-
so enough with the taste testing. What I want to show everybody now is this is our swag. Do you want to pass it?
Oh,
on?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Be my bitch. These are Gayish branded emergency fuck packs. Inside is our business card because we want to hear how these were used. One of these flavored condoms, so choose your color wisely. It's got a package of, there's lube in here, there's a moist towelette. I was going to put 2 moist towelettes in so that you could wash up before and after, but I'm cheap and you only get one, so use it wisely. And then there's a couple of Tic Tacs in here too to enhance the experience for all people involved. And I can tell you, I hand-packed every single one of these things, so you better appreciate it. And there's 2 Tic Tacs in there. I promise that I either wore medical gloves as I was packing these, or I put my balls on all of the Tic Tacs. So one or the other happened. Kyle is walking through the audience, passing out emergency fuck packs. Are there what?
There's a secret in one of them. One of those Tic Tacs is actually ecstasy. If you're the lucky winner, goodbye. Have a good day. See you in a few hours.
Yeah. So
Now,
it's time for Mike Reads the News.
okay. What are the news?
The news items are, so I only have 2 today. I usually read 3, but we also usually do like an hour and a half show, so we're not sure to fit all this into 55 minutes. I need the lube, actually. We're going to fit this all in. So first, yesterday, actually, the country of Denmark announced that in 2019, gay men will be allowed to donate blood.
Oh, that's in the U.S. They're still not.
In the U.S.,
Isn't it where you have to be abstinent for 12 months?
yeah, and there was the same law in Denmark. You had to be abstinent? You had to not fuck for a whole year before you could donate blood in the United States and in Denmark. And they've changed it. So now, starting in 2019, you can donate blood if you're gay if you haven't had sex in 4 months, which that means I could probably donate blood twice a year. And
You could donate blood 2 days ago.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, by the way.
You're welcome, Denmark.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to. By the way, we just went from passing out and licking flavored condoms to serious topics of donating blood for the gay community. This is a pretty fair representation of what we do.
It's very gayish.
We'll cry
Yeah.
a little, we'll laugh a little, we'll give you incorrect information about how to take your Truvada, and then we'll wrap up. I mean, not
Wrap it up.
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, so, but the other thing that's really interesting is they will waive the 4 months if you certify that you are in a monogamous relationship with one person.
What kind of certification is required?
I think you just got to say, yeah, I'm a one-man show.
Okay.
A one-horse pony? No, what?
A one-trick dick? What?
Yeah. But I think all you have to do is say, yeah, I'm in a monogamous relationship. We don't fuck outside the relationship, and so then they'll waive the 4 months. So
Ooh, that'd be a good thing to like bring your boyfriend to and see what he says, because like if he cheats, then he can't do it.
that's some next level crazy girl shit that you're calling.
I got
right there.
so much. Did you know I manipulated you just a little bit once this weekend? Where
I just assume it's an hourly thing, but
I was like, oh, I don't want to get the vodka, it's too far. And that was because I wanted it and I wanted you to get it for me. And you were like, no, I'll get it. And you did. So thanks. That's what I had this morning for breakfast.
you're welcome. I had. Did I eat breakfast?
No, you threw it up.
Oh, that's right. No, I didn't have breakfast. So I'm having Bud Light for breakfast
Well, we have
2
to
in the
stay
afternoon?
true to Mike always drinks dumb things, meaning beer, and I always drink rosé. So we're holding true to our gayish
Yeah.
norms.
Yep. The second news item that I have is about Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, okay, now I'm interested.
Yeah, right.
Something dumb about Denmark. Great. Nicki Minaj. She released her stupid album that is horrible and no one cares. Nicki Minaj used to be able to rap, like, she's so good, and then she just, I don't know. She can, I don't know what, she can go away.
Well, the number 1 spot on the Billboard 200 this week is Travis Scott. Do you know who Travis Scott is?
No.
There's a
Sounds
person
hot.
named Travis Scott. He's got number 1. And she referred to him on a radio show as the cocksucker of the day.
Ooh, what's his phone number? Did she mean that as a compliment? 'Cause-
Well, and that's the question. So there's now controversy among gay bloggers and tweeters that, is that...
gay bloggers? You mean bored people?
Yeah. Is that okay or not? Like, does context matter? Does the fact that she has been an ally matter? Is it okay to use the word cocksucker as a demeaning term for somebody else?
Well, it's not, I mean, no, but it's also not just a gay thing, it's a women thing. So, like,
I mean, she was referring to a dude.
Well, sure. But like in general, the word cocksucker, or like when people are always like trying to insult you when they're like, yeah, go suck a dick. And you're like,
Yes.
I just did. Like what? That's a compliment to me. So I think, yeah, we have like weird insults that are very demeaning towards women and gay men.
One listener wrote on Twitter, quote, was Nikki using cocksucker as a negative thing? I suck cock for fun, before bed, in the morning, as a snack during the day, and so does more than half of your fan base, mama.
I have been on a diet recently. Come only.
It's working.
It's going so good. I'm getting bigger.
Yeah, so that's Nicki Minaj, who is maybe in trouble?
Yeah, but then we like get over things. Talk about gay stereotypes. Our attention span is so short that we're gonna get over it so quick. Everyone was angry at Cardi B for a hot second, and then they were like, "Oh, but we like your rapping, so I guess it's fine." Yeah, we'll be over it soon.
Yeah. So, are we ready to reveal our topic for the day?
Yeah, I'd just like to point out there's one audience member eating a banana in the audience, and I support you so much. You took a tiny bite off of that. And that doesn't give me high hopes for you.
Oh, John Ong, thank you for that.
Yeah, you can.
We are live streaming in the Pride 48 chat room or in the Facebook page. So enjoy.
Can you
Awesome.
put the rest in your mouth?
Awesome.
Corrected.
What room are you in? Okay, so I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Where 0 would be, I want you to all in unison say the sign that Kyle holds up, and that is our topic for the day. Is everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. Hand jobs. We're going to talk about hand jobs. Good job. So, yeah.
We've done it twice, and this is my favorite part when everyone in unison shouts something hilarious. Like, okay, so we're gonna keep it rolling. Anytime we point to you, then you're all gonna say, hand jobs.
Well done. God,
Can the rest of the episode just be them repeating hand jobs over and over? Because that's better than whatever I have to say.
I'm going to make that my ringtone. Right
Hand jobs, hand jobs. Okay, yeah, let's talk about hand jobs.
Let's talk about hand jobs. Okay, so something else you should know about Gayish. Kyle usually has the first segment, and he usually bores us with math and statistics. Buckle up.
We excite you with a really interesting sexual topic, and then I'm going to give you some statistics. But yeah, we do have a theme every single episode, a different gay or straight stereotype. I realized the one before this one, so like if people are like, oh, what's your show? Let's check it out. Well, the latest one was pedophiles.
Yeah, last week was pedophiles.
Let's see what they're doing. Oh, pedophiles. Let's start there. So it's, I don't know, skip that one maybe? Okay, so I am going to tell you some data. Okay, so my favorite study, which is the Archives of Sexual Behavior, study by Martin J. Downing, which I've referred to multiple times. It's a study of people's interests, like porn interests. Their hand jobs, not listed. So the closest...
Wait, so hand job porn isn't a thing?
Nope. We had felching, we had fisting, we had all this other stuff. No hand jobs. So the closest I could get is mutual masturbation.
Okay.
I mean, that's like two hand jobs in one. So
that's
like
a hand job with a friend.
It's twice as good. But I guess if you're... I always forget straight people exist. So like I guess it could be a man and a lady. So maybe a boring version of mutual. Anyway, okay. So for mutual masturbation, straight people, they asked this group of people, what type of porn do you look at? For straight people, 25% of them said they watched porn with mutual masturbation.
Okay.
Do you think gay people is going to be higher or lower?
So higher?
I'm sorry I didn't point to you. Please. No, everyone's like, oh, I don't know them that well. I'm uncomfortable. Do we need one? Hand jobs.
Yeah.
That warms my little gay heart. Okay. Do you gay higher, lower? Our audience said higher.
Before I answer, the audience clearly says higher.
Yeah.
I think that there's a stigma about masturbation and hand jobs among gay people. Like they just go straight to anal and they skip all of the parts in between. So I'm going to guess less. I'm going to guess lower.
Well, the audience is right. Gay people said 42% of them said that they watch porn with mutual masturbation.
Okay, I just said that so you'd feel good about yourselves.
Thank you. I kind of knew you were doing that. I didn't know you were going to tell on yourself. Okay, bi people are sometimes different than gay people in their porn viewing habits. We've seen that before. In this case, they're not so different. They're 41%. So bi people. Very similar to gay people in that. Also, what I'm going to tell you about data is in Pornhub's 2017 year in review. I did a lot of really hardcore research for this. I started on Pornhub, and then I looked at the year in review. So top searches. They had this big report that shows top searches and trending searches, meaning the most. Increasing searches, and they had it listed by age and by country and by gender and gay people. Like they had all of these different ways they're breaking down the trends for 2017. Only one of those categories that I just mentioned, only one segment actually had handjobs listed.
Okay.
The one group that had handjobs listed, Italy.
Italy.
I don't have any analysis on why that might So if anyone's from Italy,
apparently Italians are down with the hand jobs.
Once you're done handying someone, let us know. Use the other hand to write us in and tell you why you love hand jobs so much. Compared to the rest of the world, they view it 40% or 90% more. So
Okay.
they're not just a little bit more into hand jobs.
They're like a lot.
They're like in deep. They're hardcore soups, hand jobs for Pleasure Town.
Is it maybe because that's where all the Catholic priests are?
Yeah.
For reference, please listen to our previous episode about pedophiles.
I think the audience is turning on me now.
Good. Well, this is how it was supposed to be. You're right. Like they're starting to get to know you. So they're like, oh, right, Kyle's right.
Okay.
So handjob was just viewed more than the rest. So it wasn't even like a top search. One of the fifth most popular search in Italy, foot job.
Foot job.
Foot job. How? Do you have another banana that we can try it on? Fifth most popular foot job.
I have opposable big toes, so it's like I have lower hands.
So you're like an orangutan in that way?
Yep.
That's the fourth way you're like an orangutan. That's so weird to me. Foot job before hand job. That's
The front row is illustrating really well how that works.
See, you're terrible at it. Right? Maybe that's why they're okay. So I thought that was weird. This is just a side note. One of my favorite things in for the gay section, where they're like, here's what gay people research. One of the top trending gay searches, meaning it's been gaining in traction, is bro, is that your dick? What more do you need than bro, is that your dick? And I did some bro, is that your dick searches, and bro, is that your dick? Yes, it is.
I mean, it's like because they're in the dark or blindfolded and.
No, it's like I'm so straight and oh my god, do you have a boner? You know, like
Okay, all right, bro. Is that your dick?
Bro, is that your, like? It's funny how like the porn actors have to be told like you have to say no like 3 times and then just like get on your knees. Like it just so quickly turns from like oh but I'm straight. Oh I have a girlfriend. Oh fuck me. You know. That's all I have on the numbers.
Your fantasy life is amazing.
It's filled with bros and is that your dick? All right.
Sorry, I stepped on a condom. Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you about and where that word comes from. Do you know where that comes from?
No, I don't.
Spell comes? Is that where you're going with that?
I just laughed, but I didn't have something funny about it to say other than like come. Like,
Yeah.
So I wasn't a formed joke.
So it.
Hey, Mike,
Hey, Kyle.
come.
On command? Just like that?
Oh, no, I wasn't telling you to do it. I was just giggling like one person in the audience is with me. Yeah, I heard you.
So the best theory out there about where it comes from is actually from the sex worker industry. That hand job, the job of hand job refers to receiving payment for doing that.
Oh my God, it was a job?
Yeah, it came to prominence during the 1970s.
Why isn't... hold on. I have an application to fill out right after this show. Okay.
You have a job. I'm unemployed. I need this job worse than you do.
But I'm way better at it than you.
Prove it. Okay, audience.
We need one audience
an
member.
objective member of the audience to...
Preferably whoever got the ecstasy pill. You're going to love this.
Yeah, it came to prominence during the 1970s in a undisclosed American West Coast city, according to a 1975 study. What?
Just undisclosed. Like, why do you need to keep that a secret?
I don't know.
Precious,
I don't know.
like the Coke formula. It's like just precious secret.
We'll have to ask A.J. Velarde,
Who's that?
the studier, the guy that did the study in 1975, said that massage parlors started to pressure their female massage therapists to perform manual stimulation as the happy ending, the
That was
special
the
finish.
nicest way
Yeah.
to say hand job.
Thank you.
Manual stimulation.
Yeah. And then, so what really thrust hand jobs into the public orifice was
Sure.
There was this series of newspaper articles that came out that said that this was happening. There was moral outrage. We need to license this. We need to make sure that it's done safely.
Oh, like regulate hand jobs?
Regulate hand jobs. Yeah. So they created a licensure for it.
Oh my God.
But then
People got hand job licenses?
yes. Well, they added.
People got hand job license?
Well, they had-
What does the form entail? What do you have to?
Is there a test?
Where's the certification like?
Could I be the director of hand job licensure
Yeah.
for this government?
Yeah.
And, like, just get. I approve. Good job. You did good.
'Cause I support this hand job.
I support this hand job. You're hired. No, I mean, the licensure was for massage. So, masseuses had to have a license, just like barbers do or whoever. And talking to them about special finish is part of that process. Anyway, so it actually turned out that because of that series of newspaper articles, people got word about hand jobs being something that massage therapists would do, and there was this huge surge in people seeking out hand jobs as part of going and getting a massage,
Yeah.
which in turn increased the pressure to hire women who would perform this service. And so it had this snowball effect.
I'm sorry, was there a snowball effect?
I don't think that you have to pay really extra for that. I think, but no, there was a snowball effect of suddenly there were all of these customers that wanted hand jobs, and so then they had to hire more workers, and it turned into this whole thing. And the word hand job became famous, something that everybody knew and would use and enjoy.
We had there are some comments in the chat room that I'm assuming in reference to what things will be on the test. No calluses, warts, or arthritis. Hey, that's a good rule. Pay extra if you have the shakes. Parkinson's, you're in.
Or just an alcoholic that.
Oh,
Just-
yeah. Check double jointed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be a benefit. How? I'm just. Why would you need that? I see, Greg.
Maybe you can do like 2 hand jobs at once if your fingers bend that way. Like one
Double,
here,
well, you
one
could
here.
do 2 at once if your fingers bend the right way because you have.
Kyle, your bullshit is bullshit.
Is that all the history?
I mean, it could be all the history. Sure.
Did you know the first person to ever give a hand job was Cleopatra?
Really?
No, I don't know.
What is the hieroglyph for hand job look like?
That's the first time that water emoji, like with the 3 things, came about. That's where we got it from. I'm not talking about this, but one thing I found that I was potentially going to read, which is, potential new favorite headline.
Oh, okay.
Seattle police bust alleged hand job emporium.
like they're on the shelf. You go and
Emporium of hand jobs. What's not to like about? So it was like a massage parlor where they were like undercover police went in there to see if they truly were giving out hand jobs.
Yeah.
And the article specifically said they did not accept them when because they were offered, and they did not accept them, which I call your bullshit is bullshit. Those policemen got hand jobs, and you know it.
And then they arrested.
And then they arrested them.
I'm gonna read you your rights and cuff you, but first
Get down to business.
finish this.
Finish him. Weird ending to Mortal Kombat.
the Chun-Li hand job finishing move. It's a video game reference.
I
Everybody.
want to get a hand job from, what was that guy? Blue, with the glasses? Johnny Blue?
Johnny Cage. Or was he the red one? Johnny
Is that
Cage.
who I thought was hot as a kid?
Johnny Cage.
Did he have sunglasses and he used to be an actor? Yes, from the audience. Yeah. Oh, he was dreamy when I was into cartoon like men back before I could be gay.
During your video game hand job fantasy?
Okay, I'm going to talk about in Moonlight, there was a scene with a hand job. Do you remember that?
I don't think I've seen this movie.
Didn't I watch it with you?
Was I sober?
I didn't catch you between the 1 hour that day that you were sober, so no. I don't.
How often do we hang out and not drink, Kyle? Long sip of rosé.
I don't want to think about this anymore, so I'm going to move on.
Okay, great.
Okay, so it's going to start with the Moonlight hand job. So if you haven't seen it, the movie Moonlight is about a kid that's gay and it won an Oscar and other things, and this is the best pitch for it.
That
but it was
one. Yes, we saw that together. I was sober-ish.
as sober as you can get. Okay, so Sharon, who's the main character, and Kevin, they're, I think in like high school, they're on the beach at night, they're talking. One of Sharon's quotes is, "I want to do a lot of things that don't make sense." My new Grindr tagline. So they then kiss. It's this big moment in the movie where they actually express the gayness. Kevin reaches over and does Sharon, again the main character's belt. We see the back of them with Kevin's hand like grabbing his neck, and then there's
Of course, you would remember the choking.
It was the bad kind of grab. It was from the back.
Okay.
You can't choke someone out that way.
Rethink your movie.
Try again from the front. What that belt is? He took off that belt for nothing. And then there was a hand grabbing the sand. We see the back of him again, and then assume that he comes. So that's the shot. I rewatched it for research.
The shot.
And so I saw this article in The Guardian by Guy Lodge, which that's a fake name for sure. But he says, quote, "There's a level of cautiousness that has enabled its broader acceptance thus far. It's a gay romance with no on-screen sexual activity beyond an unseen handjob." So I had never thought about this. I thought this is this super progressive movie. It's getting popular. It's about black characters and their stories about coming out, and that's really exciting that people are watching this and it's nominated for Oscars. And then Guy Lodge comes and is like, "Here's the rain, everybody." So he's true. He's correct in that, like, as I rewatched this, when he undoes his belt, like his legs, which have jeans on, are like partially blocking the shot. He doesn't even get his belt all the way off. We don't even see the belt come all the way off. We don't hear a zipper. We don't see any, like, we all those like shots that like seem cinematic. They're just avoiding the handjob scene. I mean, we're not going to see like teenage dick. This isn't my Saturday. But
This isn't our episode of pedophiles again.
But they completely avoided it, and that was the only sex that we ever saw. And so the title of Guy Lodge's article was, "Does Moonlight show gay cinema has to be sexless to succeed?"
I mean, probably, right? Like, it's always, people are coming to the realization that it's okay to be gay, but I think that a lot of straight people are still like disgusted or turned off by the I just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
So by showing a gay romance and having minimal sexual activity, that makes it, I think, more appealing to a broader audience and probably increase the success of the show financially.
You might be Guy Lodge because yes, that is his premise.
I'm not saying it should be that way. I'm just saying it probably is.
No, that's exactly the argument he makes is, there's still straight people that are like, probably think that's icky. So to get any kind of popularity right now, you can't show the gay stuff that they would, like, think of how many movies you've seen with showing all their fucking and, J-Lo's naked probably. And like, there's just, you see so much when it's women. He said, so he also wrote another article about Call Me By Your Name, which I didn't watch. Don't tell anyone. I should have. Did you see that?
No, but everybody says you look like Armie Hammer, so I feel like just calling you Kyle is as good as seeing the movie, probably.
I also
call
just
Kyle
into a
by his
peach
name.
So Armie Hammer and Timothy Timothy C. had...
You nailed that one. Good job.
Nope. Okay, so they had no full frontal in their contracts, so that was like a given that they weren't doing that. There is the thing that everyone's talking about. I think Tim masturbates into a peach, but during their sex scene, the camera drifts away towards an open window. Guy Lodge says, "quote the kind of tasteful dodge that practically nods to Code era Hollywood," which when he said that, it's like fuck, like we've, back when, gay people were just starting to get incorporated into films, you had to use these codes that they were gay, and the gay people caught on, and the straight people were idiots, and could continue to hate codes. So,
do you remember when I told you? Wait, I should never start a sentence that way because you have the memory of a goldfish.
I don't. Wait, do goldfishes have good memory or bad memory?
Real bad.
Okay.
Real bad.
I forgot.
Apparently, they had to CGI Armie Hammer's balls out of that movie because his shorts were so short that they were just like busting out of there.
Yeah. Why did they CGI them out? For straight people.
For straight people.
And I mean, let's be specific. Straight dudes.
Probably.
Straight dudes can't deal with other dudes' balls.
All right.
Thank you. One person at a time, getting into my side. Thank you. So, the icing on the cake, that sounds so sexual when I just said it. Okay, no, I didn't mean, is
the thick, white, juicy icing.
The juicy icing shot all over that cake sandwich. So there is a even more graphic sex scene with Armie Hammer and his character and his on-character girlfriend. So, in this gay movie, we're having fucking straight people getting more sex on camera than the gay people?
Yeah.
Really? Is that what it did? Hell no! Okay, so I mean, that to me just says, yes, to get any kind of popularity, you do have to hide some of the parts of gayness that straight people think is gross, and fuck that, and I'm gonna make a porn that's nominated for Oscars. That's my new plan.
Wow.
So everyone get in the line.
Well, there's a new category at the Oscars this year. So
what is just most popular?
Yeah.
I won that award several times in college.
On your dorm floor, you mean?
Yeah. Okay, so James Ivory, who's one of the screenwriters for Call Me By Your Name, said, quote, "Certainly in my screenplay there was all sorts of nudity. And there isn't, which I think is kind of a pity. In the movie there wasn't. It's just this American attitude. Nobody seems to care that much or be shocked about a totally naked woman. It's the men. This is something that must be so deeply cultural that one should ask why." So, why is it that, I mean, we know this, we're all easily able to accept and see women's bodies, women as sexual objects, but when it's men, and especially just men alone, we have a hard time with it. Fucking patriarchy. Men are the worst. I did this. I was reading this thing on Instagram. Why was I reading comments on Instagram? Like that defeats the point of looking at hot people.
Yeah, that's like reading the articles in Playboy.
Yeah. And there were this woman. This is a total sidebar.
Great. Bring it.
This woman posted this thing about like, all men are trash, and if that offends you more than all the rape and crime that men commit against women, you need to rethink your priorities. And there were men in the comments being like, that's mean. And it was like, yeah, you know what else is mean? Men murdering women. Like, you know what else is mean? Men raping women. Like, shut the fuck up and listen to this girl. Like, this woman who's like making this point, it made me so pissed that in my half-drunken stupor, I wrote this like thing like, hey, dickheads, shut the fuck up and stop being a little dick-ass bitcho. I hate you.
Hey, Kyle.
Hi. Hello. Hi, Mike.
Just bringing you down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You good?
More rosé.
More rosé. Deep breath. All right. Good job. Well done.
Hashtag feminism.
Hashtag no tall men.
No tall men. So last thing I'll say is another article by pseudonym Guy Lodge. He said that the voters of the Oscars went back to some of the most contentious decisions that have been made. And so the year Crash won Best Picture, Brokeback Mountain was also nominated. All the voters that they surveyed said they should have changed their vote. Brokeback Mountain should have won. And I think that's an example of, it's taking more time than it should, but we're realizing at least that gay men having sex is just real, and it's honest, and it's serious, and the way Heath Ledger spits on his hand and goes in there is so true. Also, I thought it was interesting. They reviewed the Marissa Tomei Oscar decision. From My Cousin Vinny when she won, and everyone was like, they read the wrong name, right? It was someone else. They confirmed it. They said that she still should win the Oscar. Who knew?
That's interesting.
I know. That's the most important thing of what I just said. Marissa Tomei. She's still Oscar winner. Okay. Dunskies. Dunarama. Yeah, what do you got?
Well, okay. We're running out of time. I'm going to go real fast.
Sorry, I yelled a lot. I was very...
No, I appreciate you just dropping some knowledge all over everybody.
You're in the splash zone.
They look entertained. Yeah. Okay, so...
I don't know if they're entertained or confused. It's okay, I'm getting more rosé.
Okay, I'm going to point at the audience again, so be ready for this time. All right. So, this morning, I Googled... Handjobs! Exactly, and I found what I think is the most hilarious thing that I read in a week or more. That includes everything that you've written.
Oh, I'm a writer, guys. That was a burn.
Okay. So there is a names.org entry for handjob. Like, if you name your baby handjob, here's the statistics about it and stuff about that as a name. And it's so great. So,
okay. Wait, are you telling me that there's someone named Handjob?
Okay, so here's a section on the page. Fun facts about the name Handjob.
I'm already in.
Yeah.
We're going to, in post, I'm going to edit out everything that I just said and just play that.
Out of 5.8 million records in the U.S. Social Security Administration public data, the first name Handjob was not present.
Oh.
So get on it, people.
That was the biggest letdown,
Name your baby Handjob. But then it gives past life information for Handjob.
Like dead people?
Yep. Your past life. If your name is Handjob and you were born on October 31st, 1977, you were a female in your last earthly incarnation. You were born somewhere around the territory of the northwest of the U.S., approximately on 1600. 4 o'clock.
Oh, gotcha. Wait, so the first person to name their child Handjob will have had this previous life?
Yeah.
Wow.
You were a person with huge energy.
Of course. You have to as a handjob.
Good in planning and supervising.
Supervising? Gotta keep your eye on the ball.
If you were just a garbage man, you were chief garbage man.
Yeah. Handjobs are like, you gotta own that shit. You know, you gotta like, it is not for the weak of hand.
No, it's not. It's not. And your profession was builder of roads, bridges, and docks. You are bound to learn to understand other people and to meet all life difficulties with joyful heart.
It's the sweetest thing I've ever heard about a child named Handjob.
Yep. So, that's a good past life. So you might as well, name your kid Handjob. It's going to be great.
Anyone pregnant? 'Cause I have an idea for you. Are you? Is that
We said 10 minutes, yeah?
Denorama? Yeah. Oh, I have one more thing.
Okay, go.
Okay. So this is a little less serious. I will try not to yell at everyone this time. Okay, so I looked up interesting variations of the word handjob on Urban Dictionary.
Great,
I'm
okay.
going to tell you some of the definitions. I'm so excited.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Do you want to guess what they are first?
No, we don't have time
No.
for that.
We don't have to. You'll really think about it and try to give like a real answer. 'cause
Normally
you're-
I get, at least...
heartburn. Oh,
Yeah, heartburn.
Yeah.
And I guess for like 5 or 10 minutes before
I
you tell
know.
me to finally shut up.
I know. It's like keep managing you.
Stay in your lane, Mike.
I just mostly try to get you to go in the right direction that I want you to go in.
Yeah.
Okay, well, first of all, just the definition of handjob, the top definition is the 21st century equivalent of the kiss.
The 21st century equivalent of the kiss.
Yeah, like instead of like kissing, you're just like, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Kyle. That you don't do that?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm going to start, I think, after that.
Apparently
Yeah.
it's okay. Says, like queer fart on Urban Dictionary. Okay, the next one is Hanjo.
Handjo.
Yeah.
An HJ or a BJ?
No.
A Handjo.
Handjo.
Okay.
Two possible definitions. I love both of them. The first one is a hand job while playing the banjo. That's skill.
Yeah.
That baby was named hand job if they could do both. The other possible definition, an unsatisfactorily administered hand job that does not result in an orgasm as it does not arrive at completion. There's no... I know, right? If you don't finish, I thought that was called the John McCain.
If there was any doubt that they were turning on you, that just sealed it. Okay, so if you... What?
What?
You have more?
I have, like-
We need to get this going.
No, I thought we said it, that we're going to, 10 minutes in, we're going to...
We have to be done at 2:55. It's 2:46.
Ah, fuck, I didn't do time right. Okay.
Yeah, okay,
I'll do one more.
Okay. You're stressing me out. Do it.
Hand jobs.
Plural.
No. Capital J. It's giving a hand job to someone that just died of pancreatic cancer. McCain, Steve Jobs, neither? All right. Hi, everybody. Listen to Gayish. It's real good.
If you listen to the show, you know that every single episode we take a break for no good reason. We just do it. And we have a break song. The lyrics are, this is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break. And if you know it, please sing along, because here it comes. This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break. Stoliczna.
Cheers.
Vodka pomagает, да. That was alcohol abuse. Okay, are we back?
We're back.
We're back! We also do our gayest and straightest, as I mentioned at the top of the episode. But first, our website is gayishpodcast.com.
Oh, what do I do? Our social media, twitter.com is a place that you can tweet. At Gayish Podcast. We're also Gayish Podcast on Instagram and YouTube and
Facebook groups.
Facebook groups /Gayish Podcast.
Yeah, we have a hotline. You can send us text messages or voicemails. It's 585-5-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rate supply.
Our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. So, who tweeted? Did anybody tweet?
Yeah, so I'm assuming you're okay with me reading this because you tweeted it. At Aussie Battler, Scotty Battler says, gayest thing about me, I'm totes verse. You know you're not. I know that game. He says he's verse. Straightest, I have never had any man sex.
Ooh.
Wow. How do you... Does the lady... Okay, never mind. All right, Scotty.
We're in room 922.
If you want to test things out, Scotty Battler...
Okay.
I never have any man sex? I never have. Oh, got it. It's not you never had it. You never future. Or you. All right. Well, someone fuck Scotty for us. And we'll have an audience member. We're going to pick an audience member. So does anyone out there want to share... I'm sorry, Big Fatty has selected himself, and we will default to him because he is in charge.
The gayest thing... I'm sorry, did I blow you out? The gayest thing that's happened at Pride 48 so far was you saying you were a versatile bottom.
Wait,
but how about the straightest?
You have to come back for seconds.
The straightest thing was you vomiting at breakfast.
Yeah.
Mike was a frat guy, so like that's...
It's par for the course,
You've
really.
had practice.
I excel at vomiting at breakfast.
Yep. Mike?
Anybody else want to do gayest and straightest?
Oh, this audience of podcasters doesn't want to talk into a microphone. How interesting. Mike, we have 5 minutes. Why don't you do your gayest and straightest?
So the gayest thing about me this week is for sure at the Rawhide, the first night that we got here. And I just casually mentioned to Big Fatty, who I was warned is the cruise director. I just casually mentioned to him, that person, who is going to remain anonymous, that person has a partner, but I think they're very attractive. Do you think they would want to make out with me? And he walked across the bar, grabbed that person, and brought them to me. And it was really...
We're not mentioning any names, Joe Zubia. I'm so sorry, it just slipped out.
I've used that line before,
too. Which may be the gayest thing that happened.
I'm going to find that bleep button before I post this.
And the straightest thing about me this week was last night at the Corner Pocket, I was talking to Rico the stripper, and it was the straightest conversation ever, despite the context. He's just in his underwear, sitting on my lap, and he's like, "Bro, you got to up your protein, you got to down your carbs, bro." And like, it was.
Oh my God, I'm already attracted to him, and I didn't even see him. I love who Adam was talking earlier in his Big Brother podcast. That's called Boat First. Thanks. About like how this dumb idiot that's like just a D-bag and wears shirts that reveal your nipples, and like how like that turns him off because he's such a douche. And I was just like, oh God, that's my type. I love you, Jack. Who's my boyfriend? That's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend, Jack. Who is your boyfriend?
Yeah, he's listening. I love him. I won't sit on any douches unless you.
What's your gayest and straightest, Kyle?
Well, okay, first, George in Atlanta in the chat room says the gayest thing, I listen to Barry Manilow. Straightest thing, I listen to Barry Manilow. Which, that's pretty great. Okay, so my gayest, is that we were like late or didn't arrive to every event, and that's like stereotypical gay. Is like
being on gay time. Gay time is a thing.
Gay time is just not showing up and staying at home and jerking off. My straightest, I didn't do that when you were in the room asleep. The straightest thing is the way I pack, because like I just have not that. Okay, I have the straightest, or like a little bag with just a few shirts, and I just don't need that much because I don't care about. I'm wearing my comfiest shorts.
So that's it. This has been Gayish.
Yeah, we want to thank Pride 48 for having us. This has been our first time, and it's been a blast.
Thank you to Greetings from Nowhere for the excellent plug on the end of their show. Really appreciate that. Thank you to Sarah Talk. I know Sarah Talk has been here before and is not this year, but she is the one that got us involved in Pride 48. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you to Charles. That's your thing. What
What?
Charlie Finn.
Oh, special thank you as always to Charlie Finn for the use of our theme music.
So I don't know. Is that it?
Yeah, I think
Do you have a
that's
last
it.
minute segment? 1 minute long segment? It's usually 1 minute with you.
Well,
Audience, go fuck yourselves. Fine, I'll just lead into it. You hate me and I hate you.
oh jeez.
Do
So that's it. This has been Gayish. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
As I will sing. Hey, and by the way, do you
Am I on? Okay, I'm on.
what
Okay, so I'd like to thank Mike and Kyle for breaking my gayish cherry. That's the first show I've ever listened to. I had no idea. And I was thoroughly disgusted and appalled, and I've now subscribed and am downloading everything from episode 1.